What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, this does not work. Welcome to Hump Day. I hope you're humping, getting over the hump, or doing whatever you do on Hump Day. This means it's the middle of the week, and it's all downhill from here. Speaking of downhill, Jerry Jones says he wants to make us, we're going to make a splash here with our defensive hire. You can make a big splash belly flopping. And I guess if you want a big splash belly flopping, you're going to go ahead and get Rex Ryan and his fat ass, who has been unemployed since about 2016. I'm trying to understand something here, because it seems like the prerequisite here to be the Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator is A, you must be a former head coach that got fired, and B, be unemployed for several years. Here's what's cray-cray. I gotta say shout out to my people, okay? I got a people. You're my people, right? You're my people, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I thought whoever gave you that information.
No, you're my people. Okay. My people, my research department has been going through here. So, we're hearing that from Josina Anderson tweeted out that not Rob, because he's only going to be unemployed for like 5 minutes. You'll remember that, because he was our defensive coordinator there for a while. And when he got fired, he literally famously said, I'll be unemployed for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Well, he went to New Orleans and was ass and got fired there too. And I believe it was more than 5 minutes when he lost his job there. Now, when we talk about the Ryan brothers, we're talking about famously Buddy Ryan's kids. That's right, Buddy Ryan's kids. Now, I will say that what people will remember, and if you are a New York Jets fan, the last coach to take the Jets to the playoffs with butt fumble, Mark Sanchez, was Rex Ryan. Yeah, he took him to the AFC Championship games, I believe 3 years in a row, with butt fumble. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I used to play the wedge buster, so I've got brain damage. But I believe it was 3 years that they were in the AFC Championship game. Mark Sanchez, of course, the famous butt fumble. So on. But then for the next 6 years, did not make the playoffs, and he was fired. Of course, we all see him on Get Up and ESPN shows, and he always looks like he's got this look, okay, and has his hot takes. Here's the thing that my research department just blew me away with. Shout out to my research department. Mind you, my research department looks really good. Really good. Okay, she said stop before I get a sexual harassment lawsuit. Rex Ryan, he's only 61. Does he only look 61 to you? Now Mike Zimmer, I think, is older. Who looks? I gotta say, the Ryan brothers look a lot older than 61. Because see, I'm 58. Now, I don't think I look old. Do I look old? Research department.
Dude.
Huh?
Dude.
What, dude? Listen, you're part of my people.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful. Do I look like I'm 58?
We look every bit of 58.
Okay, then she says I'm in denial. I don't think I look like I'm 58. I don't think I move like I'm 58. I think I look like I'm about 80 and move like I'm 90. But be that as it may, I don't know what Jerry Jones is doing. I don't know. I hate to say this, but to me, when you talk about a guy who hasn't been a head coach since 2016 and hasn't been a defensive coordinator for 15 years, this is going to the polar opposite of what's trending in the NFL. For whatever reason, the Dallas Cowboys opine for old shit, okay? Everybody is understanding that, you can't just build through the draft, that you got to use free agents that you got to go all in. Here it is, the Cowboys. We don't believe for the longevity. I hate to say it, Dan Quinn was 100% right when he basically kind of put the Cowboys on blast, being hired by the Commanders, that you got to have a sense of urgency. And as you sit here and think about how Bill Belichick could not get an interview, how Pete Carroll, these are old guys that aren't relating to today's players. So you need guys that understand what it's like to be those guys now. I don't know how Rex Ryan fits into the equation of being able to relate to the players of today. Now, I can say, the one thing I can say positive about Rex Ryan would be is he's a motivator, and he would be a guy that would be in your face and would try to get those guys fired up. That would be the positive that I would say on there. But today's athletes, where, I don't understand. I mean, again, I haven't played football in 40 years now because I'm old. Well, not quite 40 years, but close enough, okay? But I don't know what makes these guys tick. And I'm going to dare say that I don't know that Rex Ryan, having been out of football for that long, understands how these guys tick and what motivates them and stuff. It's a different ball game, and that's why you're seeing more younger guys, D'Amico Ryans, that he didn't have a lot of experience, but you see what he has done with the Texans, going there and getting those guys that were literally ass for several years to get them to be a playoff team. You saw what Antonio Pierce, who does not have the resume of a John Gruden. John Gruden was there forever and couldn't get those guys to play. He comes in mid-season and is able to turn that team around and go through. Jared Mayo, who's replacing Bill Belichick. Do you guys see the trend here? You see the Detroit Lions, of course, with Campbell, former tight end. Now, that guy's big. He's scary. Now, he's a barker, okay? Now, if you just learn to stop taking chances all the time, okay? You can't hit when you get 20 in blackjack. You just don't hit with 20, okay? That's the time to say, that's it, I'm going to stay. But you see where everybody's going. And this is my problem with the Cowboys. A, you're taking forever to make a decision. And B, you're just rehashing the old shit. It's time for something new. Would you agree with that, research department?
Absolutely.
Did I articulate it okay? My articulation.
I mean, it's music,
Is
it's
that a
social
word?
media, it's a whole, think about what that generation versus these young guys.
Yeah.
And I know that has nothing to do with football, but then again.
So is articulation actually a word? Because it sounds to me like matriculating the ball down the field.
Oh my God! Please stop.
But they say that. I've heard that before. They've said that on TV. Matriculating the ball down the field.
They should stop. They're just trying to use their 25-cent words.
Is that not a word?
Matriculating is a word.
Then how is articulating not a word?
Does it really work that way in your brain?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're telling me it isn't? I bet.
Articulation is not a word.
Articulating.
You can articulate. You can.
Isn't that the process of being articulate?
You know what? I'm not even going to Google that.
I want to know.
No, please stop.
They want to know.
Please stop.
Articulation. I think it actually it kind of rolls off your tongue. It sounds good. Articulation.
Say it enough, and it'll sound right in your brain.
I mean, there's other famous people out there that make up words.
All right.
They get away. Why can't I get away with it?
Let me just say before someone corrects me, I could be wrong.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna look up and find it. My research department will research it for me.
Mm-hmm. I'm in the middle of something.
Articulation. I like that. All right, good people. Peace.